Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee, and welcome to this card making paper crafting tutorial. This is the lovely little card I have to share with you today. It's really simple and easy to make. As you can see, it's just simple card. We've got strawberry slush cardstock here, and we've got this very simple panel design, and there's a little bit of embellishments, and you're good to go. So let's start off with our stamping. We are going to be using the Encircled with Love stamp set, which is new in the new catalogue, and I'm going to be stamping in some Shy Shamrock ink. So let's ink this up. I'll just do that. Yeah, something's wrong. I know what I've done. It's not like this happens to you. Check. Have you put the stamp on the right way up? I haven't. Oh well. Now we have a nice blob on my craft grid paper, but that's what it's there for. So let's just ink this up. Put this down. Hold. There we go, way to go. I'm going to give that a good clean up using the simple chamois. Stick this back in its home. Make a bit of space for ourselves, otherwise you always end up working on the space the size of a postage stamp. I'm sure you've experienced that one before. I certainly have. I'm going to punch this out using some of our lovely circle punches. I'm going to use the 1 3/4 inch punch for my way to go. And then I'm going to punch out another piece using my 2 inch punch. There we go. Stick one to the other and then let it just dry. As it dries, it will smooth out a bit as well. There we go. Right, let's start on our card. So our card base is strawberry slush. So this is a standard A6 card base. All I've done is cut the A4 sheet in half on the short side and then folded in half on the long side. Okay, and then I've got a piece of basic white here that measures 14.35 centimeters by 10, and this is going to go on the inside of our card. I'm rushing a bit this morning as I'm trying to film 6 videos in one morning. I think I'm going to be absolutely knackered by the time I've done that. Don't know about you. Do you do any YouTube videos, or do you just like to watch? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to, if you do videos, I'd love it if you could tag me and I can have a look. It's great to get ideas and to share the love. Right, we have a piece here of the lovely On The Go Designer Series paper, and this piece measures 9 centimeters by 14.35. I'm going to just divide it into panels of 3. I do this way, and then that I don't get the sequence. Go, keep it in the right order and bring this back in. Make sure we've got it in the right orientation, and then I'm just going to stick these down. You could also pop these up if you so wish. That would look cute as well. And we're just going to put one down here, and then I'm going to put the end one down just the way I do it. Just seems to do what works for me. And then I pop the one in the middle. It seems to be the best way for me to get things straight. And as you kept it in order, the patterns match, which is really important for paper like this. Okay, I can just move this across a bit so it's equidistant, like that. That's perfect. Now, I forgot to do, so I'm going to do a slightly different thing this time. I've got the pack your bags twine. Whoops, everything's collapsing here. Last time I used the green. I think this time I could use the green again. No, it was green is Shy Shamrock, but I think I'm going to use some strawberry slush. And I'm actually just going to tie it right around the whole card panel. And I'm not going to wrap it a few times, I'm just going to tie it once. I'm going to have to get some more of this for sure. Just make sure I put it into my cart. I love that you can put things into your cart nowadays and leave it there until you're ready to order. It's so useful. In the old days, if you're a demonstrator, you'd know, in the very old days when we used a different system, you could put things into an order and they disappear after a month, which was not always the best. You couldn't see them very easily, you couldn't see them straight away when you went into the website. So I like the new way. I'm going to just neaten it up a bit, and it's going to have to do. I am not an expert in tying bows. I showed ChatGPT one of the cards I did to try and ask it to help me with a blog post, and they called me an expert in tying bows, and I just laughed straight out at it. Didn't know an expert when I hit it in his face. Such as computers, they're only as good as what information is given to them. And they can't see things with a human eye. Just can't make that definition. But with the human eye, what's good to somebody is not good to someone else. With a computer, things have to be yes or no. There's no grey area, so they struggle with that one. Okay, so there's our sentiment. So now let's see if we want to embellish this with anything. Do I have anything cut? No. I'm going to show you in a second. Oops. I nearly fell out of my seat trying to get the paper off the floor. That would have been fun. This is one of the sheets of Designer Series paper, and we are going to fussy cut some of this. So let's take out this rolling luggage. You can see I've been using it quite a bit. I just love paper like this. I've said this a few times recently because it just gives you so much for your bang, for your money, as you can use it just as pattern paper, as backing paper, but you could also use it to make so many embellishments, which is just so useful. And yes, I'm definitely not the world's best footy cutter. I don't have the patience. But cutting out a rectangle like these suitcases is fine. I just remember to move the paper, not the scissors, and hope for the best. As I said, I'm not the best at fussy cutting, but it will do. So let's see. Let's have this piece here. Let's pop this up using some dimensionals. Let's get these baby ones out. I can put some on the wheels. There we go. And you can keep on adding as many or as little embellishments as you so wish. Oopsie daisy, but we're just going to go with this one here. There's our suitcase. And then let's just fussy cut out our passport, and I'm just leaving a little white border around it, so just makes it much easier. Right, so a bit of glue there. Come on, let's put that there. Trying to see if I need anything else. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. So let's clear the decks a little bit, and I'm going to look for my rhinestones, which are somewhere around here. They've gone missing. Here they are. I always have a few packets of rhinestones because I think they're my most used embellishment. What's your most used embellishment? I'd like to know. Tell me in the comments. What do you use most? Do you use ribbon? Do you use enamel dots, rhinestones, jewels? What's your go-to embellishment? Okay, so there are the two cards. You can tell me which pattern paper you prefer. I hope you've enjoyed this project. If you have, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Remember, you can find all the information you want on the blog post, and you'll find all the links down below in the description box. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.